EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now. It's Johnson. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really different.
Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Bring it up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight go. Yellow. 51, Mike 51. Hey, get in the weight room.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll get this one to Galladay. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll go down here at the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Michael, set. 250. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
A 3-yard pickup.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, we talked about the Madden Classic earlier, but we should also remind you the time is running out to represent your favorite club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th to receive a bonus Team Elite Fantasy Pack in Ultimate Team. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Big stop, G.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Rerun. He's crashing.
To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Damon Harrison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Hill. 30. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go, D.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
23-yard line.
Set. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch 53. Ready. 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down, being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. 5, pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. 15. Mike 51.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Watch the screen.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Switch up.
3rd and 2, Stafford. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down. It's Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Just like that.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Back to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
Travis Kelce, he's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely here in the closing stages.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Detroit Lions. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Set, 80, squeeze. Come on, 59.
They give to Johnson going right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now Johnson, and an alley to run, and nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And he's going to go down again. Mike Daniels, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. He finds Roberts, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Damon Harrison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Flushed out right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Stafford on 3rd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Daniels picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson will keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, the 30, 10, touch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mark that. Get a 20. Come, baby.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On second down, Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
10 more there and another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Set. Waiting. Hey, 50.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Jones has it, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to throw on first. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Brissett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Here's Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Yo.
First down, Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Hines. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, Hines. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. On third down, Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Marlon Mack, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, kid. Here I come. And middle.
To throw again. Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Brissett.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, a run by Mack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll run here with Mack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And Amendola with a catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first and 10, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again on second and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. To the air again, Stafford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get real right. 22. 50. Hey, Haywood.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Mike 51. Whip. Watch the whip.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run with Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They go play action with Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brissett now. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third and short yardage, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That lady! Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Six guard. Check six guard. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety weapon.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 39 yards there, a big one.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. This is nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They run again with Wilkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Play fake, Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Complete to Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now Mack.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll go down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter what.